Of the earnings season as well. Let's welcome in the management at Tech WABAG. Mr. Rajneesh Chopra, Global Head Development Business, is now with us. Sir, congratulations on a strong, Q2. If you could just tell us about the importance of water management, and how you are suddenly seeing a great pickup in the order book. What do you think are the triggers going ahead for the company?
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me on the show. As you would have seen, as far as our H1 performance is concerned, on top line we have grown by almost 30%. We have grown on the EBITDA level as well as on the PAT level at almost 90%. So if you see, last year also Tech WABAG, we grew over last year in spite of a COVID year and very severe lockdown. And this year again, we have exhibited growth. Now, this is primarily because of a very strong order book we have and, renewed focus on execution post-COVID and, alignment to the new COVID norms. So the focus has been on execution, and that is something which has resulted in all these figures which you are seeing today. Now, looking forward, I think our focus will remain on growth. And definitely, although we are not giving any guidance in terms of numbers, but we will be growing in the second half, definitely. And we have proven it even in the first half and even in the Corona year. Now, coming back to what you wanted to know from me, I think as far as Indian market is concerned, probably we are the highest outlay of budget for water and sanitation sector. India is a signatory to SDG 6, which is water and sanitation for all. And definitely we see going forward, there will be a lot of opportunities in water and wastewater treatment. I think government has reinitiated Amrut scheme with a very high outlay, and that will provide sanitation to and sewage treatment and conveyance to most of the cities where there is a gap. Government has also come up with the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban or a Swachh Bharat Mission 2, which is going to provide sanitation to cities which are less than 1 lakh population. So we feel that we will be strong contenders there. Apart from that, I think there is a renewed focus on desalination. And Tech WABAG is amongst the top 10 desal players in the world. And we find that even NITI Aayog has said that the country needs to capitalize on the more than 7,500 kilometers of coastal line, and we'll definitely see opportunities there. There are 5 states which have come up with a recycle reuse policy where treated water will again be recycled and reused for industrial and agricultural purposes or recharging aquifers. So Tech has been a front runner in that. And going forward, we see that definitely there is going to be a growth momentum. As far as industrial side is concerned, we realize that a lot of focus is there on the manufacturing in India, and maybe it's affecting China.
Right, so Mr. Chopra. Right. Sorry to cut it there. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. Wanted to talk more about your margins actually. In particular, your EBITDA margins actually improved on a year-on-year basis. It's coming at around 8.33%. So I wanted to know that are you anticipating any sort of margin pressures in the months to come, in quarters to come? Do you think the worst is actually behind us when it comes to a dip in the margins also, and we could see an improvement rather further on?
I think a very valid question. Definitely, if you see in the first half, we have improved by our margins. One of the key factors, if you see Q1 versus Q2, I think margins have improved. Primarily reason is that there was a stress on the commodity prices like steel, cement, which go into the construction. And we have reworked our terms with most of our suppliers and contractors, and that's how in Q2 it's almost like a cash and carry business for us, and that's how we have improved our margins. I think we will definitely look at a higher margin going forward, since as you mentioned, I'll just take your words that I think the worst is behind us. although there may be, and a lot of our contracts, they are already providing for an escalation. So even if there is a further rise in commodity prices, I think to the tune of 70 to 80%, most of our contracts, we are already covered in that. So we feel that going forward will definitely improve our margins.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us. Always good to get perspective. On that note, we are taking